morning, everyone. Morning warm up. Today I want to talk about fear because fear stifles us. Fear keeps us from where we want to go. And so this comes out of the book, Letting Go, by Dr. Hawkins. And one thing to think about, so when we're born, right? So think about this. We're born with two fears, right? So we're born with fear. We're just two of them. And the fear is of loud noises, right? And the fear of falling. Those are the two fears. Now, let me just give you a list of fears. Ready? Here we go. The fear of pain, the fear of living, the fear of dying, the fear of loving, the fear of closeness, the fear of rejection, the fear of failure, the fear of damnation, the fear of poverty, the fear of ridicule, the fear of criticism, the fear of being trapped, the fear of inadequacy, the fear of danger, the fear of disapproval, the fear of burden, the fear of responsibility, the fear of making a decision, the fear of not making a decision, the fear of authority, the fear of punishment, the fear of change, the fear of loss of security, the fear of violence, the fear of losing control, the fear of manipulation, the fear of being found out, the fear of sex, the fear of being alone, and the fear of fear. It's a lot. How do you think all those happen? They're learned. They're learned. And they're learned from our program. They're learned from our environment. They're learned from our ecosystem that we create around us. And what we find is that when you manifest, right, when you manifest something in your life, the way it's manifested, it's from a thought. That it's started by a thought. And it's a thought that you choose to hold on to. And it's a thought that you choose to focus on. And the more you focus on it, you've heard this term, what you focus on expands. The challenge is this: if you're living in a place of fear and you're allowing your fears to control you and you're not willing to first face the fear and then learn how to detach from that fear and reprogram, because if they're learned, they can be unlearned. And it's not easy, and I get that. But the thing that you got to think about is, are you willing to put in the work and effort if there's a fear that you have? So example that I use is, public speaking. I didn't always enjoy public speaking. I remember when I first got started, public speaking to me was scary. But I had to face my fears, and I had to say, you know what, I'm going to accept the fact that I'm going to do this, and I'm probably not going to do it the best, but I'm going to learn, and I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to learn, and I'm going to figure out ways, and I'm going to find people that are really good at it, and I'm going to get all the information I can about tools and strategies to help me get past it. But you have to want that, and you have to be able to allow the want to go past the fear to be greater than the fear itself. And I would highly recommend reading this book that I mentioned, the Letting Go, because he has a whole chapter in there that just talks about fear. And once you really understand it and know where it comes from and how it's derived and what created it, it makes it you're more enlightened, if you will, to figure out how to relinquish that fear. So remember, we're born with two fears. The rest of our fears are learned. And if they're learned, they can be unlearned. All right, everybody, hey, make it a great day. Be awesome. Help somebody.